To another edition of Mavs Latest. I'm Josyah Howard. Thanks again for viewing the program. Cooper Flag. He is introduced as a Dallas Maverick today. He spoke for the first time in his introductory press conference. And I loved what I had to hear from it. And I'll tell you what Cooper Flag had to say, Jason Kidd, Nico Harrison. But I do want to start with Cooper, the man of the hour. He, I think got asked all the right questions in terms of what he's coming into. Obviously, the Luka trade is going to loom around the team, and it's going to be a thing of if somebody thinks he might not be that guy that is a franchise changing player. I think he is, so that doesn't really concern people like me. But one of the things he was asked in his press conference was just, related to, the expectations, especially from a guy like a Dirk Nowitzki, for example, who was somebody who was hurt with the Luka trade and is someone that probably is going to take a while to get over that one, even with the Cooper Flag coming in. Um, First of all, even with the context of the Luka trade, I think high expectations for Cooper Flag is fair. First of all, I do think having expectations at a high level for him is fair, and especially if I'm a Dirk who is the face of the franchise still. It will always kind of be the face of the franchise. And you expect to be able to hand the baton to somebody. And in his mind, he passed the baton to Luka. So now he has to sit here and say, I guess I'm passing the baton to Cooper. I hope. And, again, he was asked a question along these lines and he didn't really love it. He was kind of side eyeing the question at first, but then he says, yeah, I mean, coming in and just trying to learn and get better every day. I just think I can do everything. I think I just do that to my best ability, and I think expectations and pressures that other people will put on me and our team, that will kind of work itself out. So I'm just trying to come in and be the best that I can be and win at the highest level. I mean, great answer, first of all. I mean, kid's already very well PR trained. He's PR trained at a very high level. So that's great. I mean, he's a Duke kid. I'm not surprised. I do think that's not the type of pressure you want to put on yourself. You let other people put that type of pressure on you. And he literally said that in the quote, all the expectations and pressures will work themselves out. And the fact that he already has this mindset is really exciting. Um, but the really exciting thing to me about this team, and I bring it up all the time, is the veterans on this team that are going to be playing around him. And he was also asked just on the excitement of playing around Kyrie Irving, Anthony Davis, and Klay Thompson. And he said, yeah, like I said a little bit earlier, I'm just going to be a sponge. Those guys have so much knowledge and they've been through so much and they have so much experience, and that is just going to be an incredible opportunity for me to learn and grow under them. I mean, very short and sweet answer, but I mean, that's all it needed to be because it's obvious. Like, of course, three former champions could help me grow to my max potential in this league. Of course, it's going to be an incredible opportunity to play with these guys. So yeah, of course the question has to be asked. But very straightforward answer, very the answer I would have gave. So of course you learn from these guys and don't take the opportunity for granted. Even if we're not winning games this year, like if the Mavericks are not winning games this year, don't take it for granted. Like the fact that you could take these three guys, even with Kyrie recovering, you're probably going to be in the lab with Kyrie a lot as he recovers. You're going to see this process with Kyrie Irving. And Coop, take notes. Like this is the type of stuff that down the line you're gonna think back in my rookie year, like this one thing that Kyrie Irving did. Maybe I need to start doing that. oh, this one thing Clay did in his prep. Maybe I need to start doing that. This one thing that AD was doing in his workout. Maybe I need to incorporate that. Those are the little things that are going to be so valuable for Cooper Flag, not in year 1, but in year 5. So again, coming to the Mavericks is so great for him. And I think those 3 guys in particular are why it's so great for him. But just one more question that he answered at the presser today. Just wanted to go over his thoughts on just Mavs culture and what he could add to it. And he says, yeah, I think obviously that's something we've talked about. Being a culture of just playing both sides of the ball, playing really hard, playing the right way, and being a two-way guy and making the right plays all the time. So I just think that's something I'm able to do at a high level. Just makes the right plays and plays both sides of the ball. I mean, on a surface level, yeah, I think that's the expectation when you come in. Get buckets, play defense, and we'll get to it with some of Jason Kidd's quotes, but yeah, you're not going to be expected to average 25 a game right now, but you might be expected to average like 7 assists, possibly. It's very possible that he's not going to be asked to score 30, but he is going to be asked to dish out like 7 or 8 assists. And I don't know how many, I think a lot of people are behind on this trend. And I know it's really early. He just got drafted, but Jason Kidd keeps bringing it up. And I'm honestly going to get to it right now because Jason Kidd keeps bringing it up. He wants he wants Cooper Flag to be able to dribble the ball. And he's brought this up and he brought it up in the press conference. He said to be able to coach the number 1 pick, I think we're all blessed and excited. And so to have the opportunity to coach a young man like this is exciting and going forward to the drawing board. As I said, trying to get him to be uncomfortable quickly to see how he can handle it, and that's hopefully running the point guard for us and putting him in different situations. But I'm excited to have someone like this help us win. That's strong words from Jason Kidd. And again, I'm not mad at it because I believe in Cooper, and I think that's the type of pressure you should put on a number 1 pick. If you're the number 1 overall pick in the NBA draft, you're historically a Hall of Famer for the most part. Like, these are not unreasonable expectations to place on Cooper right now. That's not unreasonable to me. So, again, I just said he might be expected to do 8 assists a game, 7 assists a game. And he's already talking, hopefully running the point guard for us and putting him in different situations. He's the intro presser, he's already telling us he wants Cooper Flag to play point guard. Which, again, I'm not mad at. I love that. I really do. So, don't be surprised if Cooper Flag's not, you know, he's under 25 points a game. But again, it might be between, 6, 7, 8, 9 assists a game. Maybe not 9. Nine's a little high, but I can really see 6, 7 as that range of assists per game for Cooper. And I don't think people are initially seeing that off rip. So, again, Jason Kidd already telling us, like, we expect him to be a playmaker. And I know we still need to get a playmaker, but don't undersell the fact that we just drafted a playmaker as well. And, you know, Jason Kidd and Cooper actually had some fun here too, so I want to bring this up. They asked uh, what Cooper Flag knew about Jason Kidd's career, and Jason Kidd said it's in black and white, so he definitely didn't see it. And then Cooper responded and said, "No, I mean, I didn't get to watch it a ton. I'm gonna have to freshen up. Do my research. But I think everybody talks about how legendary of a player he was, so I think I'll have to watch some more and figure that out, but he was a killer." That sounds like a kid that didn't really see a lot of Jason Kidd highlights growing up. So that sounded like a lot of fun because That doesn't sound like he's seen any Jason Kidd highlights. And yes, your coach was a bad, bad man. But we couldn't get away from this intro presser without talking a little Nico Harrison. Because I think he had a pretty solid day today, I'd say. Or not today, but the other day. Because they asked him, "Do you think healing is part of the relationship with your fans?" And he said, "I think so. I think it will help. Most importantly, I think it's just, we're in a win now mode and we have a really good team and Cooper adds to that. So I think the fans are starting to see the vision." Really, man? Starting to see the vision? Come on. You can't walk into the first pick and then say start to see the vision. Like you can't like back into it and then say, but yeah, the fans are starting to see the vision. I don't know. That's man, Nico is so good for these quotes, I swear. They're entertaining, I swear. They're great content, Nico. I appreciate you for them. But man, he is the king of just not really feeling the room out when it comes to the Mavericks fans, in my opinion. But you know, at the end of the day, when it comes to Cooper Flag as a Dallas Maverick right now, all in all, it's a great day, great week, great months ahead. And although we're always going to get a nice Nico Harrison quote down the road, just remember Cooper Flag's in the building. And, Luka got traded, but he might not even be. I wouldn't say he's going to be Luka. But if the roster construction is the right way, the impact might be felt in a different way. So stay tuned. Summer League's coming up. Regular season, obviously, months away. We'll keep you up to date with all that here on Mavs Latest. But I want to wrap things up with some Mavs chatter as we have some second round picks signed in the NBA after the NBA draft, as well as some undrafted free agency signings. Um, we have Miles Kelly, a guard from Auburn. Ryan Nembhard, the brother of Nembhard from the Pacers. He's playing at Gonzaga. He also is a undrafted free agent signing for the Mavericks. Abina Achille Keelan from Marshall also signed. Matt Cross and Musa Cease from Memphis is also signed by the Mavericks. So a lot of talent brought in. I really am interested in Ryan Nembhard. I actually saw some of his games this year at Gonzaga, and he seemed like he was honestly an impact type of player like his brother. So that's an interesting one. And Miles Kelly, obviously playing on that staunch Auburn team this year. Love bringing in players that come from winning teams, and obviously Auburn has been a winning program for about the last 3 to 4 years now. So bringing in a guy like that at undrafted, don't even have to use draft capital, is always interesting. So Texas Legends, possibly. Here we come. Maybe possible fill ins when people are hurt. We'll see. Um, but also just wanted to shout out Kyrie because Paige Beckers, guard of the Dallas Wings, brought up early on when she got drafted by the team that she would love to see Kyrie show up to a game. And he popped out to a game. The other evening, he popped out to the game. So shout out to Kyrie for making up the promise to Paige Beckers. That's pretty cool. Again, I feel like Kyrie again and again is just doing cool stuff. Like he's getting good headlines. I like Kyrie getting good headlines, and I'm gonna keep talking about it because when he got all the bad headlines, it was everywhere. So when Kyrie's gonna get some good headlines, I'm gonna talk about it. So again, shout out to Kyrie Irving popping out for Paige Beckers and the Dallas Wings. But this has been Mavs Latest. I'm Josyah Howard. Subscribe, comment down below, and let's get it, y'all.